up, boys? Welcome back to podcast number 7. We got Dero, we got Devo, we got Oro, we got Ando. Locking for the next hour and a half. Let's do it. Dero, you want to start it off?
You didn't give me time to remember what I was going to say.
Okay, now you have time to think.
Oh, I was going to say, hey, can y'all please help us out and type in the comments what topics y'all want us to hear, like talk about? Kind of tough. Relationships, cars, money. What else is there? Struggles?
The thing is, when we talk, like, just as friends, like, we talk about literally the same things back to back to back. And not like, we don't want to get on here and talk about the same thing every time. So, yeah, let us know. But yeah, I can start off if you guys
go ahead.
Go for it.
So, okay, I really wanted to talk about kind of this big dilemma I've been having. I guess kind of struggle in a way. So, if you guys don't know, I'm a full-time student. I'm going to be a CPA. I have plans of opening a CPA firm after a year or so of just working at a bigger firm. And I've been having time struggles. And what I mean by that is literally as soon as this semester started and I've gotten into my like upper division classes, it has been, I don't want to call it impossible, but damn, they're impossible to put out like just trading content, be live while I'm trading, you know, do all of that, run a Discord. It's just been so hard. And I feel like I'm getting to a point where I have to pick between the two, which I hate because I love to trade, but obviously, like, being completely honest with you guys, doing what I want to do in like the CPA world, opening my own firm is kind of higher on the list.
Yeah, it's more important.
But yeah, it's just higher on my list, but it has been such a big dilemma for me to kind of like give everyone a thing. I'm still trading. Like, I don't get on every single day, but I still trade for myself, but I don't have the time to, you know, be getting on live and then streaming after that, explaining the trades I took and all of that. So that's the biggest dilemma I'm having right now. What do I do?
Stop trading content. Go towards more accounting content because you don't want to mix the two really.
Yeah.
Yes, they're in the same field, but not like you don't want to mix it.
Not to cut you off, but like literally that's 100%. I'm not going to be doing like both of them because obviously I want a niche like group of people to be watching. But
which one do you kind of see yourself going further in, like as in your future, like 5 years down the line?
Long-term?
Like, yeah, like what do you want to be? Which one do you want to be doing long term?
I would rather own an accounting firm.
You rather on accounting than like trading.
How long is it going to take?
No, because this is the thing.
I mean, you could do both actually. It's like it's just one.
Sorry, I cut you off. Is it because it's tangible? It's like physical.
Yes. Okay. So literally, I was gonna get into that. Not that I hate it, but I don't like getting up and just my room is my office. Like I would much rather just get up, get in my car, go somewhere. It's like a workplace environment. I've noticed that a few times that I've like done similar things to that in my life. I haven't done it many times because I've been in my room the whole day. It's like it just feels so locked in. Like I feel like I just lock in, my brain's like just ready to go. And besides that, this is the thing again. I'm not talking about stopping trading.
Yeah.
Because you brought this up. You're like, which one do you see yourself doing? I can still do the trading stuff for myself, but I am probably gonna have to stop my community if I want to go towards that. So that's the biggest struggle.
I mean, I don't know how much you know about like CPA firms right now, but do you think like it could interfere your trading at some point? Or are you gonna be like have to be like hella active in your CPA firm environment, at least when you're growing it?
Of course, but again, like where we live, we're on the West Coast. Market opens so early.
Yeah,
I can trade. Yeah, it's just there's absolutely no way I'm gonna be able to run a trading.
I don't think you should.
Thing. Yeah, I don't think so either. But it's a dilemma because I love trading and I love to teach people, but it's
Ando,
hard.
When I was trying to take on trading, do the SMMA, run my business, and go to school, what was your advice to me?
I told you stick to your thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that was my advice to you.
But I think he said
that was my advice. I told you bajillion times, like no.
But I think
he was more strong on it. But I agree with you eventually. Like,
but I think it's my turn to kind of tell you where. I know it's tough because like our group thinks we could do everything and be successful at it. And I really think, I mean, that is possible, but I think down the line, especially when we learn how to delegate the businesses we start to create and, you know, the jobs we get into. So I think it is definitely possible for you to eventually do trading and run that CPA firm. Maybe 5-7 years down the line, once you do learn how to delegate. Okay. But I think right now the smartest thing for you would be to put trading on the side, like as far as the content and the Discord community, and really just maybe put that time you would put into the content into maybe putting a little bit more workload on that school schedule to try to finish it in maybe a year and a half instead of 2 years, 2.5, which I'm sure you're already doing.
I'm already doing that,
yeah. To kind of get it done as fast as you can to actually give you that head start. Okay, or that head jump. Okay, I finished school and I'm gonna grow this. You know.
Hey, I remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You said that there's not enough time in the day, blah, stuff like that. Maybe like if someone's doing what you're doing, like, oh, you have to be at the physical location all day and then you're there from like morning to night, sure. But if you're doing like online businesses, or even like in the morning you have classes and then later on you have this, you can find time slots where you can do everything. But it's not that the physical time's not there. It's your mental capacity to do all the things in one day.
But the thing is, he's in school. Like, he's at a physical...
No, I am, yeah. Like, I literally... This is the first semester, like I said, that it got into, like, the higher division classes. And, bro, to be completely honest with you, caught me completely off guard. Like, school was pretty light. And then it just went, good luck. And it's been pretty fucking hard. But, yeah, that's the only reason I've had this dilemma. It's just been taking so much time. And I know Dero and I had a little bit of a talk in the car the other day where he was like...
Don't forget I was there too.
Yeah, you were there too. But he was like really like kind of, what do you call it?
Railing you?
Like he had a really strong stance on the fact that you're like, maybe you should just start slowly transitioning to putting out some just...
Accounting
some
content.
sort of accounting content. Obviously, like
Do you
I'm
think
not...
that's going to be beneficial?
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I agree with I was saying kind of what you're saying about the mental capacity. I was just giving like an analogy of it. Like you don't have like unlimited brain power. We're not like I mean robots don't even have unlimited brain power. We can't just think of a bajillion things to do 100 things at once. Like not only do we have limited like time in a day, but we also like we can't grow as much if we're doing multiple things at once.
100%.
Right? Like that's why I was giving the analogy. Like imagine our mental capacity is like a full bucket of water. If we have three different buckets we want to pour equally into, each bucket represents like the work path. We can't put as much in each bucket because we have to evenly spread it because it's limited. If it was unlimited, yeah, we fill up each bucket as much as we can. But if it's limited,
like you'd be doing the same subject for the same amount of time. Like if you're spending like 5 hours a day doing social media and like another 5 hours doing day trading, the other 5 you're spending relaxing. You're not gonna split that other 5 hours into and do those other 2 in the bucket. You're gonna spend that time like mentally just relaxing and just chilling.
But that could apply to you because I think that's what you do. That's your work. But if he's trying to balance, I mean, he hasn't even been gym in like 2 weeks.
Like with I haven't been gym either. Like with all the like, I've been scrolling so much past 2 weeks. It's fucking terrible. Like I have been addicted to just. It's so bad, and it's been in the way of my sleep, in the way of everything is pissing me the fuck off, and it's just straight brain fog. It's been so bad the past 2 weeks, and. It's
what are you scrolling?
Instagram.
For what content?
Reels.
Just anything? Or like cars or like...
Oh, you're scrolling for whatever.
Everything pops up.
Oh, it's just For You page.
Cars.
Like, I mean, we'll kind of get more into that, but what I was trying to say is like, if he has trading and accounting, like if he's trying to do more in both, like he's going to be limited in both. Whereas if he does mainly focus in one, he's going to go a lot more in one.
Yes, I agree. Like if you're going to take a path, you could go in that path.
Or you're saying like...
I was relating it to me. Like for example, like, sorry to cut you guys off, but like I train in the morning is done. I make videos, later on post on TikTok, Instagram, done.
Okay.
The whole day I have free. I could go gym, come home, do the clothing brand stuff.
Done. Oh, you're saying your whole day. You're saying the whole day doesn't require you to like for all your work doesn't require the entire day.
Yeah,
you have it. Okay. You're the extra time. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Ando, how many hours do you have for your day?
Matters what day.
Let's say you stop trading. How many hours, like on an average day of like school and work?
So yeah, I mean, again, bro, trading itself isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it kind of is because I know you guys know this. I like to trade after 8.
Yeah.
So on my Mondays and Wednesdays, it's fine because I have school later. I get on the charts those days and Fridays. Those days are completely fine. But the other days, I have to literally get ready at 9. So like if I'm getting ready at 9, I barely have any time on the market. And that's fine for me. If I'm just trading for myself, I'll get on. If I see a setup, I take a setup. If I don't, I'm not in a rush. But in that scenario, like when I was literally still getting going live on Discord and all of that, I was noticing that like, bro, those days I literally would have to get off with less than an hour of being live. And that's just not fair. Like, I don't want to do that to a community. If I'm going to actually have a community, I want to be there for them. So that's like, again, that's the reason why I've put it on pause a little bit. But yeah, and to answer your question, basically, let's just go, let me just give you guys like a little quick overview. So I'm at school 5 days a week. Okay, not Fridays, but Saturday instead, because I just couldn't. That's how class schedules lined up. Mondays, I am literally like I would say occupied because obviously I have to get off and drive there and come back. Right, that time also counts. But like the time that it occupies me is from, let's just say I gotta leave at around 10:30 ish, all the way to like 5 is when I get home. Okay. Wednesday is same time I leave, but I get home at like 8. And then the
10:30 to 8.
Yeah. And then after that, it's just on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's almost the same thing. It starts a little bit earlier, but it ends a little bit earlier. So it's
I wish I understood like the schedule. I'm so lost.
Monday it's like 10 to 5. Tuesday.
okay.
Now let me tell you this.
Wednesday is
So
10 to
you
8.
know how-
Tuesday
Like I saw-
starts earlier.
that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant.
Okay.
The schedule I think is irrelevant.
that's literally what you asked.
Relevance.
No, like how many? I said how many hours you have a day free because it was kind of like leading into my
Average
next question.
dog.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. So the time where you said like you don't think it's fair to actually put in growing your community because you're not 100% there.
I'm not, yeah.
So one that's just gonna like I mean your growth is not gonna be as big.
Also, not just that, you don't even want to do that as like a career path, like trading, like the teaching people.
Yeah, I
No, you said you liked teaching people.
love it. It's just I'd
Yeah, but
rather
you have
put the time
another-
into the other thing.
Yeah.
So
do
why
it
don't
then.
you take that time that instead of teaching people and go to the gym?
But
Early in
right
the
now
morning.
it's literally test season.
Okay,
I've
not
been,
now.
Bro, this is the fuck shit. Like about my recent classes. I don't know what's up with them. We have multiple midterms per class, which makes no sense. A midterm is supposed to be at the middle of the term. It's the words literally in it. But I had the first 4 weeks of school, like a little longer. First 5-6 weeks of school, amazing. I was still doing everything about like trading, all that. I was going to the gym. I had time for everything because there was no tests. And then came the test, and every week I have a test. From now till when school ends, I think I have 1 or maybe 2 weeks where I don't have a test during that week. And I have to be preparing probably a project or something during that.
You know, I feel like an advantage that accounting or CPA firm has over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna cut you off
that's
for a
fine.
thing. My like main goal is to open a firm. So that's the thing, like, which you can honestly do at a decently young age. Like, you know, you need a little bit of experience, obviously, and you can't really put an age on that. Everyone learns on their own time, but you don't need like 5 years of experience at like a hardcore firm, as long as you know what you're doing. And especially if you're working in like a smaller niche where you're very professional in that niche, you can start pretty early. So yeah, that's what I want to do, just to let you guys know. I don't want to like just work as an accountant. My like actual goal of going into being a CPA is
that
opening a
business side
firm.
too,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I feel like an accounting firm kind of has some benefit over like trading, in the sense that trading I feel like is more so like a job, I would say, rather than a business. It's both job and business, but it's leaning towards a job, while CPA firm, of course, is a business. The reason I say that is because as a job, if you don't show up, you don't make money.
True.
If you're technically on the clock, but you're not working on clock hours, but you realistically are, because you go up, trade the same time every day, and if you don't do that time,
You're not gonna
probably
make
not gonna
money.
make money. You don't show up, you don't make money. But CPA firm, yeah, in the beginning, you don't necessarily
Yeah,
you have to be there, but when you're gonna build it to a point where it can run without you being there every single day.
Yeah, maybe
right?
after
It's
a
like,
couple of years.
yeah,
but
like it's basically running and it's making money, quote unquote, like while you're sleeping. Essentially, like it's running while you're not
see.
actively on it. It has that advantage of like long term, like kind of, it's just building a company.
Let me simplify. You can hire employees, and if you hire the proper employees and build the proper system when you're running a like business like that, not that you don't have to show up, but it's a system.
It's a system, yeah.
But you can't hire
runs-
someone to trade for you.
Yeah, you can.
That's the thing. Yeah.
It like runs majority. Your at least your goal is to get a majority of it like running without you.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. So that's like the main difference I see there.
I think I know what you. I think you know what you have to do.
So what do you think? What do you kind of lean towards?
I'm definitely leaning towards trying to get more into the CPA space. Like I've been studying a lot about just people and their experiences of opening up a firm, and just trying to like really get into that. But I want to start doing some form of content that's related to accounting. I don't know exactly what it is, because like, to be completely honest, I don't think there's that much. Obviously, there's so much more like content about trading than there's about accounting like online. But I need to kind of find exactly what I want to do, and just kind of let everyone watch me grow into being
who you want to be.
What do you mean by what I want to do? Like what kind of CPA like field like specialty you want to go into?
No,
or, like,
I have an idea of what specialty I want to go into. I just want to figure out what type of content I want to go into, because like there's a lot of options. It could be like me, for example, just finding kind of a cool fact about this tax code and kind of just explaining it of what I understood, and obviously like there could be people in the comments that tell me what they think. It'll just be like a community.
Yeah.
In that way.
The best way for that would be like storytelling. Give scenarios of like a person and like what you would do if you were that person.
Yeah.
Or have people like put in their scenario and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Not tax professional advice, but this is what I would do.
Yeah, and that's also the other thing. I have to find kind of something unique because I'm not a CPA yet.
Yeah.
But I'm obviously gonna be a CPA in probably a year and a half or so.
Hey, our group is so cracked. We have every single like Avenger unlocked.
We do.
We have a lawyer, CPA, day traders, and physical fitness teacher.
Yeah, but that's
PE teacher. We have a PE teacher.
What are the other like forms? That's one like top about tax codes.
The only thing I've seen is people giving advice, and like I actually did think of the storytelling thing. I think it'll be cool if it's in a storytelling way. It'll be a little bit different.
I own this business and I want to save money on taxes because I pay 50%. This is what I would do. Storytell,
bro. So there's one trait I have that pisses me off, and
can I say it?
What?
You become addicted to something very fast.
I was not good cool at that. Not even.
Wait, what?
No.
Derek has a very addictive personality.
Nah, he wanted to call out your flaws before you.
No, I
that's
thought that's what
crazy.
he was
No,
gonna say.
I was gonna say. It's a
Hold on,
really
before
weird
you
thing.
say it,
So
what are you
one-
gonna say? I want to see what he was thinking
That's
before
what I
you
just
say
said.
it.
Well, he
What?
already said it. Let me talk
He's a
about
very
it.
addictive personality.
No, he said he's addicted to something.
No.
Addictive personality. Like if he
never
finds
mind. I
something
thought he
he
said you're
likes,
addicted to something. And
if he
he's
finds
not saying
something he likes, that's the only thing he
That's
does.
a double-edged sword, though.
Yeah, it is. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying
Like trade short,
Short.
bro. Like trading, I'm like, fucking locked in. Back
Damascus locked in.
Damascus, like
Scrolling.
Locked in.
Go. What were you gonna say? Hold on. What were you gonna say?
New car. Anyway, like 5 days research.
We can also talk more about that later too, as well.
But I'm so confused on what car I should get. Anyway, but the thing is, whenever a car issue happens, so like back then when my S4, I had an S4, there's issues happening with it. I had so much built up stress because, bro, again, we didn't come from money, so just the stress of an underlying issue being there, and then a chance for it to blow up or something to happen to the car. Yes, money comes and goes, but like that, it's just like in my blood to where like to worry about things if they have an issue with like money wise.
Yeah,
it's a very bad trait I have. And when I had the S4 again, I was like 17, about to turn 18. I wasn't profitable, so I wasn't making jack shit money. Literally, an issue happened. It was like fucking $2,000, $3,000. I was like, what the fuck? I was shitting myself. And that stress, it literally was just like hogged in my mind for like a week straight, and I couldn't think about anything else besides that. So, fast forward, the M8. The M8 had an issue like last year, like a couple months into owning it. I went canyoning and exploded.
It was
Misfired.
Yeah, coolant leaked into the engine. Half the engine was on. Full covered under warranty though.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was gonna be covered under warranty. It's like a $5,000 job. Again, I had the money, but I'm still stressing because it's just like something. Whenever an issue happens about a car, I just overthink about it so much. It absorbs my brain, takes everything up. I can't think about anything else. Everything's foggy. And now this dilemma with the car situation. By the way, I looked at a Huracan this week, past 3 weeks. I found it 3 weeks ago. I went in last week, looked at it. First day test driving it. We go to a gas station, turn the car on. Doesn't turn on. Did it like for a minute, doesn't turn on. Let it be. We're chilling. Give it 5 minutes, turns on, fine. We go to this shop to get a PPI. On the way to the shop, I'm like, let's do a pull let's do a pull.
You have to.
Second gear to third. You hear it dying. And then I'm like, what was that? And then you start hearing. I'm like, okay, that does not sound good. I'm turning it off. I turn it back on. We drive in. Every cylinder misfire. Every code throw. Everything. I'm like, bro, like I'm test driving. How did this break? And then a week passes by. They fix the car. Everything's good. And then this Monday, I go to sign papers. Sign half the papers. And I'm like, okay, I'll come back tomorrow and then I'll sign the rest of the papers. I'll pick the car up, get the car ready because they still have to finish up working on the car. There's paint correction need to be done, everything. Come the next day, guess what happens? I get in my car. I'm about to drive there. I'm like, you know what? Let's not go yet. Let's go to my alley. Let's take pictures. Then my M8. Because I'm like, okay, it's the last day with the M8. Let me take pictures with it. I took a bunch of pictures, videos of the M8. I sit in the car. I drive. I go inside my house because I forgot water. Get water. I'm on my way. I drive 20 feet down my street. I got a text. The car broke down again. Don't come. We can't do deal today. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if I didn't take those pictures, I would have been 30 minutes into the drive already. I was crashing out. My bro, there's no way. I give up. I give up on the car. Fuck that car.
Good.
Literally, I don't want it. Like, 3 weeks had 3 or 4 accidents that happened.
There's literally a sign. Like,
I know, bro.
Please don't buy me.
They give
And
you
guess what? When I went to look at it Monday, a random crack spot on the car. Out of nowhere. There's a whole crack on the back window. Not window. It was like a plastic piece on the back. I don't know. There's a whole crack. I'm like, bro. God's like, yo, Dero, if you get this car, you a bitch.
You're cooked.
You're stupid. Like, all those problems in 3 weeks happened. Imagine the next 3 years what was down the line.
So you said that past couple weeks, like
I've been so, because all I've been thinking about is the car. Yeah. It's been all in my mind. I can't focus on everything. I'm just straight fogged. So I'm just scrolling all day. Scrolling. Just to get that data passed by so I can just sell my car. Yeah. I just want to slash TP next week. I want to get it over with. But I'm like, okay, this is so bad because I'm just like flying through the days. Like I can't wait for the next day to start. I just want like.
I feel like a lot of people also kind of relate to that too. Like the process of buying a car, but you can't find the car, like the right car, like basically for your needs. It's like it's always in the back of like I can't find the car. Like I need to find the car soon. I want to get it soon. Like it's in everyone's head. Dveen, like when you were getting your 440, was that kind of going through your head too or no? Like, were you thinking like, oh, I want to get the car ready, bro? Like,
yeah,
God,
like 2 years.
Like was it distracting?
Yeah, not 2 weeks, dog. It was 2 years.
I'm not waiting 2 years, bro.
Was it distracting you like throughout day to day, like here and there, like you were thinking about it, put you off focus or like off track a little bit?
Not really. But like what you were gonna say, like a lot of people go through it. I was gonna kind of mention how a lot of people end up scrolling to kind of just get past that day.
I am.
Get that pet.
100%.
So
Coping.
yeah, it's a coping mechanism in a way because I've found myself doing this like a couple times in the last week too. But is there a way you get out of that, or you've just kind of let it happen?
You go on a piece of paper, write down every task you write down. I know everything I'm supposed to do. Like every day, I could schedule it perfectly, flawlessly. Like get every single task I want to be done. Like I could post one trading content a day on YouTube, long form, at least like 15 minutes long. I have the time. It's just energy and just brain capacity. Like, do I want to do that? Do I want to put the energy? Like, it's so like hard to just consistently just yap about trading, post every day, all that shit. It's not. I'm not bitching saying it's hard because like it's not like a pussy about saying that. But it's just like
I heard someone say this about that, like a video about it. It's like if you ever like procrastinate. I mean, everyone says like, oh, this is how you secretly stop procrastinating, secret technique, whatever. I watched a video. Somebody was explaining like a way you can kind of eliminate procrastination is by like attaching a different emotion towards a task. Like when you think about your task, you attach like a negative emotion to it. You're like, I have to do this. I'm gonna do it. It's probably not gonna be so. Or maybe
there's no emotion towards the tasks for me. There's no. It's just
so like, when you think about doing it, then when you think about doing it, what do you feel? You feel lazy. You feel like I don't feel like it's not gonna. It's gonna take too much of your time.
No, it's not too much time. It's just like I'm laying down. I don't get up.
I called him today for the podcast. I'm like, Derek, we said 7:30 be here. It's literally 7:10. He lives 40 minutes away. He's like, bro, I'm so comfortable.
Bro, the past month has been terrible.
I mean, it's good that you know at least. A lot of people like say, oh, they don't like, what's it called?
Have you been grateful in the last month?
I haven't talked to God in like a month.
I feel like you gotta dive deeper and like figure out why you're like this.
How? It's like maybe because I've done it since such a young age. For me, it's like I kind of want to call it a habit, but I don't know if that sounds bad. But I just can't go a day without it.
You know what? A quote I heard.
Just like your standard for yourself.
I think the Huracan situation where it was like a, yo, Dero, don't forget about me, fool, like type of moment.
There was a quote I heard. I think it was Conor McGregor who said it. He's like, when I said, "Have you been grateful?" Like in the past, like because when you said like this past month's been like very shit, very like down. You've just like everything is kind of like just sluggish and not moving forward, right? Have you been grateful?
Yeah, I think
because he says in times, grace or grateful. Yeah, in times when you're like kind of just upset, and if you start being grateful, you're like, dude, I'm having these problems, but it's actually good problems I'm having. I'm shopping for a supercar at 20 years old.
I thought about that. No, because when you start looking at everything in like a positive light, your life gets happy because everything is just, you're attaching like a positive like connotation to. Don't even talk about the grammar on that. I saw one of your fucking faces light up.
Light up.
I literally didn't say anything.
But it's just
I say new vocab word, y'all stare.
Look, it did think of it in my head though. I'm not gonna lie.
Because whenever you constantly like just
finish, bitch boy.
If you're constantly like, okay, like the hurricane this, oh, I'm just gonna scroll like nothing's going by, nothing is changing. It's just a compounding effect. You're just gonna like dig yourself into a hole.
Listen,
I was saying.
What?
Can we talk about the burrito meted? The burrito meted? Okay, no, go ahead.
Bro.
That's what I was saying too. Like kind of the emotion attachment, like literally what you were saying.
If you think about everything like a negative way, you will just become a negative person, just out of it. So obviously, like bro, my ideal day: wake up, trade, make 4 pieces of videos in my room, go gym, work out, work my ass off, or go wrestling, MMA, whatever. Feel really good. Make videos. Like, bro, when I get out of my house, I make so much content. Like, I'm just in my car sitting. The vibes are good. The sun's hitting me. I feel good. I'm making so much content. I'm doing everything. I'm in the gym. I'm on a treadmill walking, making content. I'm in my room.
Bro,
I feel that too. Do you think
like you said, you
work?
You don't want your office to be in your room.
I was about to say, is it because you work in your room and your bed's right there?
Yeah. Bro, it's not only that.
Bro's room is not a home.
His
room is not a room. It's an
it's my
office.
house. It's my house, bro.
Yeah, it's the house.
I don't want to be in a house.
Think of it like this. Like,
my house.
Like literally, even if you try to kind of like change your brain, which I don't even know if it's definitely possible to some point, but all of us, we literally sleep there, we chill there, we maybe eat there. It's literally you're like, oh, I'm in my room place. So at some point, I feel like your brain, as soon as it starts to get a little bit tired, it's like, oh, I'm in the place where I chill. Let me just chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of good.
I've literally noticed this. It's actually happened before to me where I had to do a lot of work at home, and my mom told me this. She came up with the glitch. So try it. You have like a backyard, so literally just go walk around your backyard like 2 times, and then come back in, and you feel different. It's like you kind of get your brain. I feel like, again, I don't even know if this is facts or not. It's just what works on me. My brain feels like, oh, we're starting the day. But when you wake up and you're literally I literally wake up from your bed, you walk 2 steps, sit on your chair and start your day, which is what me, you, and Aris all still do. I feel like it's your brain's just like, oh.
Sometimes I wake up, I go to my kitchen, drink a fat cup of water, just chug it straight to my dome. I go outside sometimes if I'm really tired. I get a breath of fresh air. I do a lap around the pool. Yeah. So I walk around my pool. Get all the cold air in my lungs in the morning. Jump in. Yeah, cold plunge.
Might as well.
Cold plunge. Hey, my mom told me, she's like, you really want to have a good stream this morning? Jump in the pool.
Oh, if you do that, you literally have an amazing start.
You know how much energy you'll have? I'm like, yes, but like, I just woke up.
Yes, but no. I'm good.
Yes, but harvest chicken.
Dog, it's 42 degrees.
Literally harvest chicken.
I hop up, would die.
No, you're gonna go inside, you're gonna jump back like, yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the other struggle, gym. I want to go gym so bad. I want to get jacked. I went gym one time last week. I'm like, ugh! I felt so
you
good.
started looking like Devo, eh?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Why do you want to go gym?
Dveen, you're disabled.
Why do you want to go
You
gym?
can't even pop a squat.
Why do you want to go gym?
So I feel good after.
Or you weigh 200 pounds?
I flex my bicep. Yeah, I've been fat my whole life. I'm proud of it.
Yeah, Derek's been on a 20-year bulk.
Sumo Dero.
20-year dirty bulk.
But I think we've even talked about this, like just on a private call or like when we're on a call.
Oh, off topic. Sorry, I was gonna throw this in there. I told my mom, I'm like, bro, stop buying ice cream and stop buying chocolate. She's like, no sugar anymore? I'm like, yeah, no sugar in the household. And she's like, okay, dog. This morning, I'm like craving chocolate and ice cream. I'm like looking at all the drawers. There's nothing.
He's fiending.
I'm on FaceTime with Aro. Like, I gotta eat apple. Fuck.
No, that's fire though.
But
like,
we talked about it,
fire.
how gym is such
Oh, sorry. That goes back to
Second in a
not
row is
sorry.
crazy.
Fuck you. This goes back to the thing like abundance. If there's an abundance of shitty things around you, you're gonna do it. So if your phone's right there, so easy to scroll. If like TikTok's right there,
What, throw it?
Easy to scroll. Like if there's a bunch of chocolate around you, it's so easy to scroll.
So easy to scroll.
So
No,
literally
but
just
thing,
throw your phone in the pool.
bro, I literally
And then jump in and get it.
Jump in and get it so you wake up.
Yeah, there it is.
no, but that is true. I literally, I first of all, I think what like my worst part about my eating part is ice cream.
Oh, I love
Like
ice cream.
I eat ice cream
At
every
night.
single
I
day.
love
You
ice
eat it at
cream.
night like a
Yeah,
psychopath.
but the rest of my diet is very healthy.
Dog, you're putting a spike of glucose and sugar to your skull at
Derek,
night.
it's not
bro.
glucose.
It is.
Derek's
I don't
keeping it
eat
very
it that
nice.
Straight
day.
up sugar.
It's sugar.
I eat it at like
sugar
8,
makes your
9,
glucose
bro.
levels go higher.
8. I eat it at like 8.
I don't know how bad it is.
Oh, it
Honestly, I haven't done like my research.
Drop
Okay,
out, by the way. I'm a drop
Personally,
out.
for me, I think like you.
Spell
bio
burrito.
major, by the
Spell
way.
burrito.
First of all, okay. Do you have something to say before?
B-U-R-R-I-T-O.
Oh, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
See, I'm acknowledging you.
No, they'll be all right.
Bro, how you said you wanted to go gym. I think everyone needs to go at least 45 minutes a day.
I agree.
Now, again, like there's
think at
days
least-
where I don't go and I
Hey.
feel...
I'm trolling.
There's days where I don't go and I feel like shit. Like I didn't go yesterday and like I just felt like kind of deflated. But it's just mental clarity.
Yeah.
Like once you get that blood flowing in your muscles, blood flowing in your head, like it's just clarity.
I don't know if you guys have this issue too. We talked about it like a while back, but after the gym, like I literally feel more energized than before the gym. Like when I get home, I'm like, I'm ready to keep
I
doing
don't.
like the hard shit I have to do for the rest of my day.
I agree.
Keep ready.
I feel so good
I
after
feel
gym.
like I'm ready to attack my day, do
I'm
whatever
so
hard shit I have
locked in.
next.
I
But
go-
let's say I skip real quick. Let's say I just skip the gym time that I normally go. Let's say I'm like, oh no, I didn't get that much sleep. I didn't get much rest. I don't feel good today to go to the gym. Or like, oh, it's leg day. I want to skip today. It's fine. And I stay home. Like it sets my day back, and I'm like, I have that same mentality for every other thing I've done for the day. Oh, I'll just do it.
I
Do you
agree.
think... Hold on. 2 questions. One, I completely disagree.
How?
Okay.
I'll explain why.
That's
I'll
good.
explain
No,
why, and
let's
I'll
hear it.
explain why I think mine is that like
2 seconds
complete
ago, you
opposite.
said you didn't go gym. You felt like shit.
I know, but wait.
I think I used to a little
Hold on.
different. Like,
Do you think it's
context.
just because? Do you think it's gym that makes that difference, or is it just the routine?
I think it's the fact that like maybe I didn't really want to do it, and like when I
You
go
did
there,
it?
and I did it, and that's like that sets that mentality for the future tasks I have for the day, like something I don't really want
But
to
it's
do.
not
I'm
the
like,
workout itself.
yeah, I guess it's the idea that I have to work out, and the workout is like, I guess hard that I don't want to do it, but I push to do
You
it.
know how
So it's
important
like,
it is to do things that you don't want to do.
yeah,
But it's important to be things that you literally don't want to do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
gym, a lot of people don't want to do it. But if you enjoy the gym, then
it's
not
not
good.
something you don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's not gonna like help
There's
you
a
in
part
that
in your
field.
brain. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Hippocampus.
No, dog.
talked about
We
this.
don't know the name of it, but bro,
Post-anterior,
it grows.
It's hippocampus,
I'll
bro.
put it up.
It's not
I'll put it up.
hippocampus.
It is.
I promise you, it's not.
Bro, it's like post anterior, bro.
Post anterior, yeah,
Some
something
shit like that,
It's
bro.
not hippocampus, my guy.
No, it's called hippocampus.
It's not.
It grows when you do hard shit or some
Yes,
shit.
David Goggins is the biggest one in the world. No, it grows specifically when you do things that you don't want to do, and they're saying that is the will to live.
It's the anterior mid cingulate cortex.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not hippocampus.
You know,
my
that's
guy.
crazy.
Why do I
Because
remember that
used
then?
They're saying that's the thing that like determines like your will to live. The things that you don't want to do, you do, and it builds so much discipline and character.
The discipline and character, I 100% agree. I don't know about the will to live, but like
They're saying that's
when
the
I used
thing.
to do martial arts and like that whole discipline era that I kind of went with, like, oh, I have to train for 2 hours a day. Like I had to do stuff like I didn't want to do. I had to like also
Yeah.
teach and school, and I was up like in this grind mode of 2 a.m. Now, when I just felt myself very like risk taking, and I felt like whatever came onto my like a challenge that came onto my life, I was very easily able to handle that.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to handle now because they're like I haven't put my body or my mind through like a tough.
It's like that pressure
like a
was
tough
norm to
challenge
you
or a
at that time.
So pressure became norm to me.
So whatever new pressure came, it was like,
Yeah,
oh,
so if you
normal.
start
I
off
do
the
this shit.
day with like the hardest thing, which is like getting your ass up and going to work out, everything else is like, oh, light work.
Yeah.
A video, fuck it, I'll do it.
And that's like the same idea of like
No,
cold shower. Like Joe Rogan kind of said it. He's like,
Oh, fuck that shit, bro.
see, that's why you should do it.
No, I did it for a while. I did
Remember
it for
we did this.
No, after I did it by myself.
I did it. It feels so good.
He's like, you should turn the temperature to a point where it's not too cold, where you're not gonna get in it, where it's like too fucking cold for like health wise. But it's cold to the point where your body wants to get out. Like you're in car, you're like, I want to get out of this shit, bro.
I think that's where I went wrong, bro. I would put it in the like max. I did this not the time we did it. No, I was did like this.
That too. Yeah.
You're like trying to catch your breath.
No, I did it more not recently, like maybe a year ago, bro. I did it for 3.5 weeks. I didn't see anything cool about it. Like I didn't feel like it helped me with anything. I just hated it. I'm like, bro,
you didn't come out and feel like, yes, I feel great.
Not really. I came out and I'm like, did I even shower well? Because I got out so fast. No, bro.
Honest, let me go back to the thing where I said I disagree. How like it kind of sets me up. When I come back from the gym, I just crash.
What? Do you take pre-workout?
Same.
Now, I was about to say, I think now. I mean, Ando doesn't take pre. I'm very caffeine dependent throughout my day.
Okay.
Like just when I get up, I need to have a coffee.
That's dveen.
I know it's very bad. I know it's very bad. Trust me, I know.
Why don't you take just regular caffeine?
Yeah, it's
like
coffee
60
pills.
minutes after
Just
you
do
wake
black
up.
coffee though.
60 minutes are terrible for you.
Really?
So bad.
I've heard at least let 60 minutes pass before you take any caffeine.
Oh, them in the 60-minute caffeine bottles that you drink.
No, wait, what? I don't know what that.
5-hour energy, not 60
I
minutes.
have no idea what that is.
Well, my employer
No,
comes
I'm
up to me.
saying
He's
like,
like,
wait 60 minutes.
my employee comes up to me. He goes, I chugged the 5-hour energy. I feel great. I'm like, get to work.
All right, do everything you need for the week right now.
I just think like since I'm so caffeine dependent and I have to take pre before I work out. Mm-hmm. So when I take the pre, I work out. I just crash.
Don't take pre.
I just don't want to. I know.
You
Take
could.
pump. Take pump formula. Only pump formula.
What
Don't take out.
Is that more of just like
everything else besides caffeine.
So it's just more of that focus.
Focus and just like like you feel a pump better.
I'm sure you could trick yourself saying there's caffeine in there and you'll have caffeine.
I
bro.
swear.
I think it's just because like I know like caffeine's not good, especially when you work out. Like I want to raw dog it, but like
dveen,
I don't want to spend a week having a shit pump.
I have a question real quick.
Okay, a week of just bullshit or the rest of your month being dog shit?
Okay, I have a question first of all. Is
Bullshit or dog shit?
Is caffeine necessarily bad for like your body?
He takes it in the morning and then he takes it when he goes to gym.
I think to an excessive amount, yeah.
He takes too much.
Like even if you take it at the right time and the right amounts, is it bad or is it is it good or is it like it still has negative?
I
effect
even
on
think
your
it's.
body?
I think like.
I think it's okay to
don't
take
quote
once a
me
day.
on it. I think they said like a cup is good for you. Not good for you, but like it's okay a day.
Like a cup of coffee or like a
Bro, it's
set
okay to
caffeine
take
amount.
coffee, just not right when you fucking wake up.
Yeah, they say at least they say when you wake up, your cortisol levels are spiked. You're like basically your body's not in like what is it, homeostasis?
That's what
not
it is. The
equal out.
cortisol levels are because when I wake up, I take coffee. My cortisol levels spike. So by the time it's midday, right after the gym,
crash.
my cortisol levels dump, and I just want to sleep.
You know what the best thing to do with caffeine is? Let half the day pass, run off natural energy, and you could do that naturally. It's so easy. You're just not used to it because your body's so used to caffeine.
Yeah.
So let your natural energy run out for half the day. Take a coffee, reset, and then you continue for the rest of the day. You sleep at night perfectly.
Yeah, that could be something.
Also, caffeine lingers in your body. So if you take it towards night,
It doesn't bother
that's why
my
you have
sleep.
shitty. You don't know that.
It doesn't bother my sleep.
You don't know that. You don't know how long you're in REM sleep or deep sleep for. You have no clue. Anyway, it affects your sleep whether if you had a full 8 hours or not. Like it could delay REM sleep by like a couple hours.
Oh, let me get into something.
Wait. Before I want to talk about the gym thing too, like about why I don't agree with you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think like you said you and Derek that get energetic.
I love it.
For me, it's to be completely honest. I don't get energetic or lose energy when I'm done with the gym. But obviously, like you work out, you're hungry, you're supposed to go home and eat, right?
Maybe you don't go hard
It's
enough.
the food that
Okay.
When I eat my food, like, and this is how I do it. Like I eat, I eat breakfast, then I have like 2 like little like snack kind of meals, which is usually fruits, and besides that, it's sometimes I'll have like just honestly like a salad, like in a way, something like that.
You fat ass.
And then I'll have one big meal around like 5 o'clock.
Wait,
or,
is
like,
that
4
the
o'clock.
first meal before gym or after gym?
Like what does that to do with you being like?
No, let
That's
me
the
explain.
food.
Let me
The food
explain.
puts
I
you in
have
a
a
coma.
big meal after gym. Like when I go
Okay,
gym,
that's why you crash then.
and you're supposed to eat your big meal after the gym.
You don't.
Yeah, you are.
You eat a meal 2 hours before gym, 1 to 2 hours before gym, and you go gym with fully full of food so you can work the fuck out.
No, that's
how it
fine.
works.
I have breakfast
Really
before
good.
that,
You
but
come back
when
and
you
you have
come
a
back, you
protein meal.
eat.
If you're having a big meal and you're crashing, just eat it later.
I mean,
If you don't-
Is
if you
that
don't
meal
wanna
very
crash.
carb? Is that meal carb loaded?
Bro, it matters what my what's.
What if you try to eat that meal like an hour after gym and just try to make it protein based? Because I was literally on call with them two today in the morning. I think you were at school or whatever.
No, I was working, but yeah.
Yeah, I was telling him, I'm like, I had 3 eggs and a hash brown. I felt amazing. I was
but
like,
you don't feel that crash.
No, bro, that's nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you don't need
not
much.
Full. I'm like satisfied.
No, but the thing is, bro, those things make you full, but like they don't make you. There's not that much energy being sent towards breaking down carbs, which is what takes a lot of energy to like break down.
Which is funny because carbs is like the most energy.
Yeah, and it takes the most energy to break down first. But protein, it's like, I mean, I don't know exactly like how the fucking structure is.
The one thing I
but
hate about the West Coast is that we have to trade at 6 a.m. I want to
okay, how do we get to this conversation?
Gym. I want to go gym like right when I wake up. I want to wake up and just fucking go to the gym.
But you feel strong?
I feel, bro, when I was doing this, listen, like for a couple months, 2 months last year, or like 2 years ago, I'd wake up at 4 a.m. I'd go to the gym. I'd be home by 6.
No, those are insane days.
No, those are like Dero.
I wake up at 6 a.m. I see 2 snaps from Dero 2 hours ago. It's just him in front of his home. He's like,
bro,
like from his car.
The flash.
He's like,
no, it was the best feeling. Like it was so good. I would literally be locked in, but again, training starts at 6:30. Like it was so hard. Also, my gym opened at 5 o'clock. And the gym I go now is 24 hours. So I can go whenever I want, really. But bro, I want to wake up at 6, be gym at 6:30, work out, come home, work. I can't for the trading.
I feel like honestly, I have to try see which one I like more.
Fuck it, hey, tomorrow 4 a.m. I'm not waking up tomorrow.
No, listen, I tried it.
Actually,
I tried trading like on the East Coast.
Sorry,
it was amazing. I loved it.
But did you get up at 6 a.m. though?
Not 6 a.m.
I got up when he was in New York.
No, but I'm saying what Derek's saying. Like, get up 6 a.m., go to gym, and then do your trading.
I got up and I went to the gym, but this is the thing. I didn't have to go. The gym was literally in my hotel. Yeah. I think I woke up like 2-3 days around 7-ish. I just went and hit a real quick workout, came back up. It was amazing.
Was it better than training and then going to the gym?
Oh, 100%. And you know what was the other good thing? I would go work out. Right after I worked out, they started serving breakfast. So I would just walk in, I would eat my breakfast, and then like a couple of days, I wasn't like fully done with my breakfast. I'll just bring it up to the room, bro.
What happened 3 days later?
COVID. I got COVID, bro.
Yeah,
wait, but I'm curious. Okay, so why do you disagree?
New York sucks. I want you guys to know this. New York literally sucks. I don't know how people like New York.
I've seen a little kid on Instagram just like fucking around New York. He's so cool. He's like 15, 14 years old.
Hey, that guy.
Bro, he runs around, jumps on UPS trucks, honks the horn, skateboards on top of buses, does random. It's
Bro,
so
Subway Surfers IRL.
I need to tell the story because I brought up New York. I was literally, I think it was my first night where I was feeling sick with COVID, and I'm like not feeling good. I keep waking up at night because I had like a bit of a fever. I woke up. It's around like I think 3:30ish a.m. And I'm like, okay, what's going on, right? Let me go get some water. I'm really thirsty. Like, I just had a fever. Bro, we were like on the 20-something floor. I'm not exactly sure which one, but it was like very, very high. And I just randomly start hearing like bass boosted like Dominican music, like just blasting. And it's a random street. I'm not on like a crazy street or anything like that. I just look like kind of down. I see a truck. It's 2 big speakers with just, like those circle light thingies. Yeah. And they're just people on the street going like this. It's a random weekday.
Yeah, I'm saying, ready?
New York is crazy, bro. It's not for me. Like,
it's a city that never sleeps, bro.
I like chill. Like, no, New York's insane.
Also, the thing about waking up early, my days were so like logged in. I felt so good.
What time did you sleep on those days where you woke up at 4 a.m.?
I think like 8 or 10.
Oh, it's kind of late. At least in my eyes.
Do you guys think waking up early has a direct correlation of being
before we get into that question, I want to ask Andrew why he disagrees still. You kind of like answered.
It's whatever works for you.
Wait, for what?
Like disagreeing how coming after the gym. I said I feel energy. You're like I disagree that's not.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I feel energy if I don't work out hard. Like I go hard in the gym, I mean
I'm the exact opposite. If I go as hard as I can, I have so much energy.
No, I just realized like if I really push it out, like if I have a really hard day at the gym, bro, I'm pretty dead after. Like physically at least, I just want to be like
What?
Yeah.
I also
I want to run a mile after. I'm like, fuck yeah, that was amazing.
No, I finished it. I get in my car. I'm like, that was a good workout.
Crazy.
Like, let's go do some more shit.
No,
Like I mean, yeah, okay. You would think like, oh, I used all my energy power battery
Maybe
to
he needs a new
zero.
software update.
I think okay. Do you when you're going to the gym? When you're going to the gym, do you think like I have to go to the gym?
No, when I go, I want to go.
There you go. See, that's why.
I like.
See, he said when I go to the gym, I want to go. That's why he's not energized because like.
Yeah, I like working out.
I think.
Bro.
Hold on.
I mean,
I
I like
think
it
I just
too,
saw
but-
something.
Neither of them have hit 2 plates on bench yet. They don't work out hard enough. Like, hit
I
that shit
literally
freshman year of
dumbbell
high school.
press 85s
I think
for
I just
10
found out something.
Wait,
or 12.
Me, they said they feel good
Yeah.
because they don't want to go and they go. Me and you want to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
then
not
we
that I
don't feel good
don't.
That's not why.
It's
That
not that I
might be why.
don't want
Bro,
to
it's
go.
just like the pump. You get the feeling. You just feel
No,
good.
because look, I wake up excited to go to the gym every day. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go
like,
work out.
let's see what bitch is there. Maybe I can find my wife today.
You know, there's no girls.
That's
at my
why
gym.
you do
There's
that
no
shit.
girls at my gym. We'll get into that.
Oh, topic. Shirty switches gym just so he
okay,
can find a girl.
but
I say yes.
Topic.
let's
I
get to
say
that
yes,
right now.
guys.
We'll get to that right now.
That's
But
funny.
me, like, I wake up every day excited to go to the gym, and then
Who you talking to?
when I go to the gym and I come back, I'm like, oh, now I gotta like come to work for another 3-4 hours. And
That's
then go home.
crazy.
So it's like I'm like drained.
Do you have to go to work or you get to go to work?
I get to go to work.
fucking David Goggins.
But let's get back to the thing he was saying, and then it's kind of like will lead into the next
David
conversation.
Calkins, bro.
Yeah.
He said I should switch my gym to find a girl.
Is that what you're gonna say before you brought that up?
Dveen, you're talking into who?
Who are you talking? I didn't realize.
Guys.
Guys, guys. So it's like the boy. Okay.
Talk, bitch.
So
Good boy.
Nah, that's
Derek.
crazy.
Derek
I
was
would
like,
never
I
let
should
another
switch my
man.
gym to find a girl because realistically, my whole day kind of just revolves around me getting up, doing work on my computer, coming into the office, going to gym, going home.
Listen,
right?
Since I've known this fool, he's been talking about girls. I want a girlfriend. I want a wife. I want a girlfriend. Every time I see him,
No.
he has not gone one hangout without him saying, "Oh, girl,
Derek,
it
no,
would
now
be so
you're
nice to have a
yapping.
girl. I miss the feeling of having a girl, bro." Every time I talk to you,
My bro's yapping.
no, y'all could, guys, yes or
No,
no?
he's wrong. 95% of the time.
My fault. No,
No, it's
but-
been less recently.
It's been
No,
less
no,
because
You've just been talking to him less. I promise. It's the same
No,
amount.
I promise you, it's like the
you know
same.
why it's less?
Maybe.
Before I used to be like before I was like, oh,
Bro,
like, why?
Dveen, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. No, I
No,
understand. but
like,
lately,
if he's taking that much energy to talk about it so much with us, and then he's like, "Bro, there's no girls at my gym." I'm like, "Okay, the other gym's like 5 minutes that way.
it's not 5 minutes.
It's okay,
15, 20 minutes, and I'm
not
driving.
extra.
It
Not
is.
15. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Dveen,
But I know it is.
Bro, it's like a 10-minute drive from your house.
Guys,
15 minutes from my house.
Okay, you know what you have to do? You have to
Okay.
go to college
15
libraries
minutes-
and go study and you'll find a
I'm
girl.
not
Listen,
going to college.
15-minute
thanks.
drive to another gym where there's more girls there, so you could potentially find a disciplined woman that could probably
What?
be your wife. Gym girls are disciplined. You want that.
I
You
understand
talk
that.
about, I want a gym girl.
But
You don't put-
God will put a girl in my gym.
God won't do shit if you don't fucking switch the gym. God told me to tell you to switch gyms.
I didn't know he told you. Did he
He
actually?
come nah,
Bro, bro
that
called me.
devil fool. He's a dumbass.
Bro,
Tell
join
him
your
to switch
bro,
gyms.
join your Discord.
Okay, bro.
No,
No, I don't think you should switch his gym for that.
I
Yeah,
don't think
if
I'm
it's
switching
okay,
my gym.
if
I
it was
love
like
my gym. Listen, if
you're
I go to
bitching on me
another
every
gym,
hangout talking
my
about
gym
bitches-
is a very testosterone driven. Like they're all bodybuilders.
I could tell you, feminine fuck.
They're all bodybuilders.
He's sucking all out of you.
They're all bodybuilders.
All right.
Fat.
Did you understand what I did? They sucked the testosterone out of you and they injected
Bro,
themselves.
gave his belly a BBL.
That'd be fire.
But I'm not going out of my way with my busy schedule to drive an extra 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, Mr. Businessman. It's not extra 15.
Yeah, it is.
Driving to
yes,
your
it
gym's-
is.
Bro,
It's
I
an extra
know where
10.
the closest gym is, bro.
Bro, the drive to your gym right now is 10. It's
Wait, hold
5
on.
minutes.
minutes.
Why?
Okay, so it's extra 10 minutes then.
Why are we just like assuming if Dveen switches his gym, he's just gonna find his wife there?
How do you even know there's more girls? at the
I
gym?
have a
There's no girls on my
feeling.
gym, ours.
Huh? I have a feeling.
It's actually
I just know it.
Maybe it's the time you
It's all
go.
guys. Which I don't mind. Like it's sick. Like
That's how mine is.
my gym environment. My gym environment is
buddy.
actually top tier.
Dog, my gym's
You're the only
empty.
one who hasn't been. But
Yeah.
mine is all like guys our age who actually are genuinely like bodybuilders. It's crazy.
Mine's a bunch of white dudes that are just stick their asshole with test.
Mine's are like combination of young, but mostly older like guys, and some old like women.
My time dependent. Mornings, old people. Night, young people.
Why
Just
are
got off to a
people
job.
listen,
Afternoon, high school.
I feel like that's
we've
how mine
sat
is,
here.
but like
We've
Andrew
sat
goes
here in the
with
last
later time at our
50
gym.
minutes now. Okay, so we're at that age where, like, I mean, I'm taking myself personally, where I'm able to kind of just balance my work life and my personal life.
Swear that God.
Bless you, bro.
Where I'm able to balance my work life and my personal life, and potentially start looking for like a girlfriend and a relationship. What do you think is like a good? Huh?
I disagree.
Why?
So I completely disagree.
Why?
I don't think you're gonna be setting a time, maybe even of your day, or like more of what you really talked about. You're like, oh, I'm in a place where my business is doing good. I'm doing good mentally. I'm doing good physically. Now it's time to look for a girl. I think that's complete, like, just not right at all, because you can't time that, bro. Like, sometimes someone's gonna come into your life when they're supposed to come into your life, and that's how it works. That's how I like to look at it, at least. I don't think you look for it.
I mean, I agree. I mean, in a sense, I was never closed off to like a relationship. Again, if she came along on my journey, 100%. Like, there's been instances where I talked to a couple girls, like building my business, but I never put myself in that social environment to meet a girl, whether that was us going to, like, you know, kickbacks, or like going out in that social setting where, you know, it was bound for me to meet someone, right? So instead, I took that time and I was like, okay, if I'm not in that setting, and my chances aren't high to meet a girl, you know, there's still chances, and I'm open to it. But I much rather take that time and reinvest it into my business, where I'm able to actually grow. Because as a man, we can all admit that it's our job to provide for a girl, and it's our job to provide for our future family. So if I'm able to take that time in my 18, 19, 20-year-old life, set myself up for that, and then potentially look for, you know, someone to like share my life with at 21, 22, why not?
I kind of agree with like both your points. Like, I agree with your thing, how you're saying, like, I think you're mainly saying like, oh, you can't exactly like have a higher chance of going towards girl, like actually no, I think that's wrong. I think you're trying to say is, well, you're trying to say, oh, I kind of lost what you're trying to say.
So hold on, let me say something. Like, when you're saying like a girl, like, it's always nice to have a girl like be with you when you don't really have money, or like you're not really at that social standard. I completely agree. One, I mean, Derek, I'm sure could talk about this.
Yeah.
But at least for me, like, there's some part of me where, when I was with my ex, like, the next person I have a relationship with is not gonna know the same struggles that my ex saw me going through, because my ex saw me build my business. She saw my business really take off, and the next person who comes into my life is just gonna see the result of that.
Not necessarily. They're gonna see more struggles too. They're just different struggles.
I mean, they're gonna kind of see me reach that second.
Listen, the struggles are like, it's not gonna be like there's no struggle. There's always gonna be struggle, and they're always gonna see parts of you that are like flaws. Because would you say you're a perfect human being right now, or would you say you're close to perfect?
No.
Okay.
No one is.
So I mean, none of us are. Yeah.
Of course.
So like, there's a lot of work to be done. Even like even if decade later, there's still gonna be a lot of work to be done for like ourselves. We're always gonna find ways where we're like, what are we struggling with? How can we improve? How can we be better? So like, they're always gonna see that struggle side. But I get what you're saying. Like, oh, starting from 0-0, they didn't see like starting from 0, which like your ex saw kind of that part. But they'll see you from step like F to like step like W or step Z or something, instead of from step A. Why are you laughing?
You look like your uncle. I like it.
Okay, Derek, you want to talk about this a little bit? Derek's the only one who's been in, like, who is currently in a relationship.
3 years deep.
Since
Senior
high school. So can you like, what's your kind of like journey with her? Like, because you could fully elaborate on how she's been with you from like actually nothing
Regarding
to
the relationship or the business aspect of it?
the
Like, how she's
relationship
helping with
aspect, and does she really play a role in your business? Whether that's a direct correlation of her like actually giving advice, or like your mentality.
She gives an advice on like things I should do, and like kind of like reassures me on like things. She's like, look, Dero, you've been doing this. Your judgment's always right. Just stay to it. Like, I trust you. You trust yourself. Blah blah stuff like that.
So it's more moral
She
support.
helps. Yeah, moral support. And then on top of that, at the beginning, I remember like when I was 18, 17, and I was like in a very bad spot. I was like, I wanted to be in school, but I didn't want to be in school, and I made like my first 10K month.
Yeah.
And then I dropped out.
Yeah.
And then like I kind of like fell into like a little hole. I was like kind of stuck. And then even she noticed, and you guys noticed it too.
Yeah, we were really mad.
And then I dropped out, and then my mom was like, "Yo, if you're dropping out, you got to get a license." And I got my real estate license.
And then you were very lazy with that
and I was
too.
slacking the license a little bit, and then it was the whole like 6-month period there.
That was bad.
Yeah, and I just didn't know what to do. I was like, I was trading still. I was doing all right, but I'm like, what am I gonna do with my future? Like, just about that.
Yeah, and then, to create something.
Yeah,
right?
and then she kind of like talked to me, locked me in more. She's like, "Look, you're doing good with trading. Whatever, like, don't doubt yourself and continue doing it. Like, whatever is working, just continue doing that. Like, go harder." And I'm like, okay. And then even now, I have doubts. She tells me no reason. Continue doing what you believe you should do. And also, I cannot even replicate what the fuck she says because, bro,
they're very emotional.
No, the way she puts words together in like in a cohesive sentence to like, I can't. It's fucking crazy.
She doesn't know how to put a sentence together.
That's
the problem.
No, it's like a melody. The way she like explains like how I should feel.
Does it tickle your heart? I mean, she's your girlfriend, bro. It's gonna tickle your heart.
Tickle my heart is crazy, dog. No, it's just like it's like taking a breath of fresh. It's like,
and that's what you need.
Yeah,
that's what you need.
Like, I feel like
very
some sort
hard
of,
to find today.
I feel like some sort of advice, like, even though like we're all close as like brothers, like we can all talk to each other and understand each other. Like, there's some like advice or some information that like when you get from your like girl, it hits different. It hits different.
Bro, like, you tell me, shut the fuck up, bitch. Get back to work.
And then he goes complaining to his girl like, "Oh my god,
like, I could try.
You got a hard day." I tested that once. I told Aro and then I heard the same thing. Aro's like, "Fuck up, get back to work." And I tell her, "It's okay. You've been doing work all day. It's okay."
I'm sure. I mean, a female.
It only makes
a woman's
sense.
touch.
I like keep telling me what I want to hear.
And then, so this is my question. You kind of like it raised like a good question. So you said you were 18. You were barely like making money, right? Right?
Sure.
Barely money.
Sure.
You hit one good month, but like you were in this hole.
Correct.
You went in this hole. You guys, you could safely say
I took the risk to just like change my career path. I was gonna like go into computer science or engineering. I'm like, fuck it, drop this all, full port trading.
So you could say you were relatively still new in your relationship stages. It wasn't very solid. Like,
was like
maybe max a year.
6 months.
6 years? Yeah. Okay, that's still relatively new. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
At least in our culture.
But I'd known her for like 5 years prior.
Doesn't matter.
We're best friends.
Doesn't matter. Okay, it's not a relationship.
Sure, yeah.
So this is my question. So you're in a very like you're 18, relationship was fairly new. You were in this kind of hole, and she was just giving you advice and support, like saying, "Oh, you're doing great. You're doing this. You could get out of it."
Yeah.
Now, what if you're 24, 25, and you're barely making any money, and you're kind of in this hole, and you're in in early stages of a relationship?
Okay.
Would you expect your girl to be the same way she was to Derek, or would you expect her to?
Who are you asking, me or Andrew?
Everyone.
No.
Or would you expect her to be able to walk away?
Why the fuck would you walk away?
I'm very confused. I'm very confused.
I got the question.
I get the question.
Okay.
You get the question?
No, they should act the same no matter what. Just because he's 25 and is trying to make money doesn't mean you should walk away from him, dog. Everyone has different fucking
No, but if
points.
you're 24,
yeah, everyone's life is
if the
different.
girl does that, she's a bitch. Straight
like
up.
who knows what that person's life was like prior to that. Like it also depends on that too. Like what was were they like? So for example, an immigrant who just came.
Not even that. Imagine they're in high school, bad friend group. They got addicted to some drugs.
Oh yeah,
and it took 5 years to get out of that hole.
Or in
that's
the college,
another hole that person has. And now they're trying to get back.
I mean, I think that kind of goes back to if he's trying, like to get out of it. Yeah, okay.
Listen, I think guy's a deadbeat. He's at his house doing nothing all day. Yes, the girl could leave.
That's the thing,
If the guy's putting in the work, bro, help him out.
It's like being broke and having a broke personality is different. Or like it's like two different things.
Bro, we were broke, we were acting like we're rich.
Huh?
We're broke acting like we're rich, and now we're rich acting like we're broke.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I thought of that.
It's like,
bro,
if you're broke acting like you're broke, that's bad. But if you're broke at least not acting, but trying to get your situation different, that's good. You're at least trying to make something of yourself. You can't get rich fucking overnight like that. It's a process, right? And some people, especially some like girls, might not understand, but like you have to show them like this is like my situation. This is what I'm trying to do. And if they don't understand and they still like make a big fuss out of it, bro, that's not the one, bro. It is what it is.
It's so weird. My girl does not care about money at all. Obviously, she likes things money could do, like buy her shit, obviously. But like, she doesn't care. I'm like, guess how much I made this month? She's like, I don't know, bro. I have a test, bro. What do you want from me? I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, she's in her own little world, her nursing world, doing whatever she wants. It's just so funny.
You appreciate that because I think it's so hard to find.
And then she's like, Dero, I can't like fathom the numbers you're speaking. I don't know what you're saying. These numbers are going in one now. It's just numbers to me. I'm like, okay.
I had a question. Hold on. What was it? Let's get into. So, do you guys think our friend group or our culture, when it comes to like a girl and like her living off camp, like out of her house at a college, going to these parties?
No shot.
Do you think
bad?
Let me ask my question.
Red flag.
Do you think it's
the leader
just
from the universe.
our group who's very just kind of strict on that culturally, or do you think it should apply to any guy who's realistically out there like chasing?
Everyone needs to find God. Why are you out there shaking your coochie out there in public? What's wrong with you?
I know 15 girls who I'm so close to God. I'm so close to God.
Yeah.
But you know the stories.
Okay, but they're not. They're just capping.
Listen,
I'm talking about actual God.
Okay, what was your question? I don't really get the question.
Panene, dog.
Panene.
You're saying, is it okay?
No.
Bro, yeah, what is your question?
Yeah, what is your question? You're saying, is it okay? Dog. Are you saying, is it okay? Or like, what is your question? I don't really get it.
He's just being a
One
bitch.
thing I would say is like, first of all, we don't know, like everyone's relationship with God is different. Like some people, it might look like they're putting 10% effort, but maybe to them that's like.
He never mentioned God.
If a person's out there like sinning and constantly getting drunk,
you guys never mentioned
making
God,
out with random people, that's not you trying to be close to God.
But the thing is, we're also
no one
sinning
wants
too.
that though. Like you're acting like that's something where maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think any person, girl or guy, wants their like future partner, like what, like if you're a girl, your husband; if you're a guy, your wife.
I think you'd be surprised.
No man wants a slut for a wife.
Okay. Not that I don't disagree. I agree. But there was a study done where it was actually a relationship expert. I think she was on a podcast with Chris Williamson, whatever. I like stumbled upon it like a clip and I was watching it.
Stumbled upon it.
And I was just scrolling and it showed up. She says a lot of men who are very big businessmen who are constantly in the stress of the business realm are constantly like, dealing with a lot of just bullshit. I have a lot of stress.
Yes, they wanna smash and dip.
Exactly.
Okay.
When they look for a wife, their wife tends to be a lot less valuable, like in value, in comparison to your average Joe.
Okay.
Because of the fact that they're able to get full-time chefs, full-time grocery getters.
So you're talking about 0.00001% of people.
Bro, let him finish, bro.
Now again, obviously it's not me, it's not you, it's not any of us. But just in society, when someone makes a lot more money, they're able to have the luxuries of a chef, of a grocery getter, all that maid. So those aren't qualities they look for in a wife. And if a woman doesn't really have those qualities, she's not very valuable. Because she doesn't really have
that's
depth.
not a wife, it's a sex doll.
Exactly.
Okay,
they're
then
not looking for
point,
they're not looking for value because they have all the value of
Look, when I make the claim, men don't want a slut for a wife, I'm talking about 90% of people, and you just brought up an application where there's like 0.001% of guys that don't have time.
I didn't know you're talking about 90% of people.
I don't know if it's that small.
I don't know
bro. No, not that level, bro. He's talking about anyone probably making really good money. Like,
like
100 million a year.
20, 30.
8 figures.
Not 100 million a year, bro.
8 figures. Good enough to have a
10
chef.
10 million a year?
No, I thought less. Probably like 7 figures. Some people even that much.
Anything to have a chef.
He's right.
Anything to have a chef, maid, anyone to go get groceries.
No, he's
because
right.
when you're out in your day and you're constantly having these stressful conversations, you don't want to come home, sit with your wife, and have a deep and like business talk.
You don't have a business talk with your wife. Oh, how's your day? Okay. You have a regular, nice, simple talk convo. Well, I don't talk about business at all with my girlfriend. At all.
That's just your relationship. Maybe like some relationships are different.
I would love to have business talks with my wife.
I want it too, but it just doesn't happen. It's okay.
Not business talks, but like I would tell her, but I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna be doing, and I would want to get her support from me.
Like Alex Mosey and his wife, like that's just fine.
No,
that's too much.
That's too much.
I think that's too much
for me.
Well, listen,
that's just preference.
This is the thing.
Do you agree or disagree?
No, I disagree.
With me?
With you saying you're like, oh, I want to have like business talks with my wife.
No, not that. The whole thing I just yapped about.
I think your guys' like thing is stupid.
What? Yeah, he's just being stupid. He's being like the
no, like
0.01% case topic.
The whole
no, he's
10
not.
minutes
For you're
has
wrong
been,
on that too.
Like pretty goofy. But this is what I like don't really agree with, where you're like, oh, do you really want to have like, oh, those business talk stuff like that?
You remind me of a Great Dane.
No, not really.
Bo.
Cause like I much rather have that with my boys, and besides that, bro, I don't expect my future wife to provide me with that type of value. Like she's gonna be providing me with more like support, kind of more. I don't know how to word this. More of like just.
What was the
I think I would want her to understand my situation.
Bro, I want like someone
with a
to
personality,
come home to, who has a personality, who's my best friend, and I just kind of rewind with, like,
but like
calm
your
down
best
with.
friend, you like I want them to at least at the minimum like kind of understand what I'm going through. If they just don't know shit about like what's happening, then
I'm not talking about sit there and analyze every business decision with my wife, but I want her to at least have a say. So I should be able to come to her and be like, listen, this is what I'm going to be doing for the family. This is why I think it's the best. Do you support my decision or not? That's what I want from her. That emotional support.
Okay, I disagree on that.
You're asking her for her opinion.
I disagree on that because I mean, I kind of like what they're saying. It's more of like an opinion, like what you should do for your step. That's not like emotional, at least from the way you're describing it. I think like the better way would be like, because in that case, she's almost like your business partner. Like she's like, you're telling her like, okay, is this a valid move to make? It's like she's part of the company.
It's for the family.
It is for the family, but you don't decide like those rules based off the family. You decide based off like what's best for the business company.
Such a weird convo.
I think like this is a weird convo. I agree.
It makes no sense.
I think you're Dveen. I think
sense.
you're getting these two things mixed up. You having a business conversation with your wife is a lot more different than just fucking making decisions like within your family. Obviously, bro, you don't want a robot, bro. It's your wife. It's literally your life partner. And this is the thing. You talk with her for absolutely everything. My point is, I don't expect my wife to understand, oh, I want to expand this part of my business, and oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that.
What's the best hiring process?
Yeah, like I don't expect her to give me ideas like that. Am I going to talk to her about it? 1,000,000%, bro.
Okay.
It's literally your life partner. You have to. If
Yeah,
you don't, I think it's weird.
I would want her to be like, I trust you. Listen, we kind of talked about a couple of the problems like we face. You just gotta admit to yourself and accept the fact that you're gonna go through problems, like personal problems, business problems, school problems, whatever. Just take a step back, look at it in a logical perspective, and then you'll ultimately understand that the worst case scenario of that problem is not that big of a deal. And
It's not that bad.
Am I looking there? Am I looking there? Okay, good, because I'm looking. Anything else you guys want to say, or should we wrap it up? Bye. See you guys next week, or 2 weeks actually now, because we're doing it
every other week.
See you boys.
Peace.
Peace out, everybody.